Hey coach, this is Felix doing tutorial 3, the potentiometer. Here it is. And if I move this, it will get brighter. And it will blink faster. The way I have this set up is that with the potentiometer, I have it on connected to 3 volts. So it will go in here into the potentiometer, then come out in the white one and go to analog 0, the pin mode 0. And it will also go to ground through this connector into the jumper cable going to ground. And here is the LED with pin 13 as an output going into the LED through a 100 ohm resistor. And after it goes through the LED, it will go through the connector into ground, just like the first one. And here's the coding and the serial monitor. If I decrease the resistance, the number changes, and it can go all the way up to 1000. And here is the coding for tutorial 3 basic potentiometer. In here we set up pin 0 as a sensor pin and pin 13 as an LED pin, and we have serial begin. This will initialize serial communication at 9600 bits per second. And here we set up the LED pin as an output. In the void loop we have the analog read from sensor pin will be called sensor value, and it will be printed on the serial monitor, the analog read from the sensor pin. And after that it will turn the LED pin on and then have a delay for the amount of the sensor value. Then it will turn the LED off and have a delay of the sensor value. After that it will loop back to the top and keep on doing that. Hey coach, this is Felix doing tutorial 3, the pot modified. Here it is. As you can see, I added an LCD screen to the Arduino, and I have 2 potentiometers that can change the brightness and the speed of it. So if I turn this, it will get brighter. And if I turn this one, it will get faster. And here is the schematic. As you can see, we have set up 5 volts and here's the schematic. To power the screen, we have set up 5 volts. This will power the screen and go to the first potentiometer. After it goes to the potentiometer, it will read a value, go to the screen, and then that value will tell you how bright it has to be. It will also go to ground, and this is the ground. All these number 4, 5, 6 all go into the screen, and after they go to the screen, they are outputs, and they go into the screen. After they go into the screen, they will go to ground through there. And we have here pin 12 and 11 as outputs going into the screen and going to ground too. For this potentiometer, we power it by 3.3 volts going into it, and then coming out, going into the pin 0, and it also goes to ground to this one. This potentiometer will tell the screen how fast it should go. And here is the coding for the modified tutorial number 3, the potentiometer. This is the LCD screen with 2 potentiometers, and that can control the speed and brightness of the screen. Here we set up the pin 0 as a sensor pin, and this tells the Arduino to include the LCD screen. For this, this will set a character, the thing that runs across the screen. It is binary code for the LCD screen. In here we are telling the screen what pin numbers to work with. In the void setup, we set up the LCD character, which is the thing that we created here, and we tell it to begin initializes the interference to the LCD screen and specifies the dimensions to display, and this will tell it to create the custom character for use on the LCD, which is what we created here. In the void loop, we have a we have the sensor value that we created from the first potentiometer, the basic one, and then we have here this will set the cursor or the character that we created to run across the screen, and it will be called I. This will write the character on the screen, and between the delays we have set up the sensor value suitable delay for the amount that the potentiometer calls for, and this will clear the screen after every blink. And in here we just loop back around, and that's it.